Sage. Rosemary. Oh yeah, the rosemary, boy.
These are herbs. You know what's crazy?
Yeah, you can smell that rosemary. Rosemary, boy. Hey.
You know.
Rosemary's good for your memory. Okay. It's good for the memory and all of that.
My mom used to always be picking.
Levi be tapping into that rosemary.
Levi tapping is heavy.
You got that? Get the rosemary.
My mom used to always tap into it.
That boil on drink. Nah, that's sage. You can smell that. You can smell that sage too. Rosemary.
Oh my God. This is the sage? Oh, that's the sage.
That's the smell the sage. You smell the sage. Sage is strong too. Damn.
Wow.
Sage is real small. This herb, man. These herbs is different, bro.
I used to always tell my moms, like, what are you doing? She used to always tap into that.
Describe your peppers. Give me Ezekiel 47 and 12.
Ezekiel 47.
You want to hold it for your brother? Yeah, hold it for me. What you said, priest? Ezekiel 47 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it says spearmint. So this is where you get like the spearmint from. Like the different mints, the spearmint. Like people got like different type of gums, things of that nature. Yo, priest. Priest, your luck.
You said Ezekiel 47 and 12?
I'm gonna get that John you asked for too.
Nah, I said that spearmint. You smell the spearmint? Yeah, it's like...
Which one?
Yeah.
What was that? Tamarind?
Spearmint.
It's like a family of a couple of them. Let me see.
Ezekiel 47
Let
me show you. Time.
I got it.
You got it? All right, bring it up.
No, man, good, bro.
Brother.
This is Ezekiel 47 and 12. It says, and by the river upon the bank thereof, on this side or on that side, shall grow all trees for meat, whose leaf shall not fade.
These is all, we got spearmint. All of these things is, that's what it said, the leaves is medicine?
Nah, this
Oh,
one.
okay.
Neither shall the fruit thereof be consumed. It shall bring forth new fruit according to his months, because the waters they issue out of the sanctuary. And the fruit thereof shall be for meat, and the leaves thereof for medicine.
Right, you see? And all these different things are used as medicines. You know what I'm saying? The mints, got the sage, rosemaries, these are all used as medicines. You know what I'm saying? So once again, you know, one thing, especially dealing with Israel, you know, of our people, we suffer from a lot of different diseases.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of heart problems, you know, diabetes, things of that nature, cancers.
Right.
All these different things are herbs that help get that dis-ease, because that's what it is. Your body's in a dis-ease. It takes all that away from your body. You know what I'm saying? So when so just coming to this garden, this right here brings a vibration of letting you know that we're supposed to be, like the scripture say, to go back to the old paths.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be tapping back into this, man, because a lot of our ailments could be cured. Okay, well, first and foremost, with prayer of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Free.
Okay, to put the spirit and activate the herbs within these, the attributes within these different herbs, man. That's medicine for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See, Esau tell you a damn famine. Meanwhile, all this shit growing.
Bro,
like the herb said, yo, I'm not gonna grow shit for the next 10 years.
Right.
Hey, my allergies and my sinuses not even bothering me right now while I'm around all these plants. That lets you know that, you know, spiritually is activating, man.
That's right.
You know? The second you walk out, then it's pollution.
Yeah. So hey, this is right here for free. The Lord gave us this. So you know, this is our usage, man.
That's right.
You know, we a lot of time we depend on Esau. The girl, we gotta go here. You could grow this right out the dirt, man.
Yeah.
What's so special about this? We right here in Brooklyn, and this shit growing.
Yeah.
Agriculture.
The thing about Esau is, though, you know, you gotta have certain permits to grow. He don't let you grow anything in front of your house. You know, he'll come find you.
Right, you try to do that, but you got you some land, you could do it, or do an indoor garden. You know.
Yeah, he'll still try to oppress you in these ways. That's why we gotta get out of this ultimately. But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, ultimately, yeah.
Because I know my mom, she would grow certain things in the front, because her back wasn't done yet. The neighbor would call the people on her and things like that. They give her a fine or a ticket. And it's like, yo, it's another Jake too doing that. You know, this place is oppression all day. Hold on, Salaki, hold on. I have one quick one that go with exactly what the priest just brought up. This is Sirach 38, and I don't know if the one brought this out. Sirach 38:4. The Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. All right.
That's it. So that's what we saying. You ain't gonna hate this. These are the medicines. What are they going out of? I don't see a fucking pharmacy attached to this.
Right.
It's coming right out of the dirt. If I pull that thing out, you're gonna see the roots and everything attached to it.
That's right.
All right, and it's growing right here. And these things, spearmint, mint, that helps with if you got like, you know, a cough and things, or you can't like get the sinuses,
Mucus, sinuses.
you know, that cleanses it right out.
Allergies. Yeah.
And also it repels a lot of insects because mint is so strong. Yeah, it'll push back a lot of insects. It'll kill a lot of insects, man. Infestations and all of that.
Even me as a testimonial, man, I remember had like an infestation of mad gnats. You know what I'm saying, in my crib. Yo, and at first I didn't know what to do. I had an exterminator come over. I was like, yo, what you put down? He said, yo, I just put down peppermint. Yo, and you could see them right before me just dying off, scrambling.
Peppermint.
You know what I'm saying? So I put down the peppermint, yo, it annihilated all of them. All of them. Letting you know, once again, like man back what the priest said, you know, these mints are repellent agents, man.
Right.
And that's why when you do a frankincense, things of that nature, you see a lot of demons, because we see a lot of people from us camp that smoke weed, they pass by, and they say like it's a stinking smell, because that's that demon on them that can't stand, you know, these different mints.
Yep.
But that was it on that yet, Priest Rob? Bring these precepts
out. Verse 5, was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known?
That's what we read earlier, you know? The virtues of what? The virtues of the usage of these things. The Most High want us to use that.
That's right.
You know, but that's through God that gave us that information. And now we talking spiritually, all right, we are those same plants, you know? All right, spiritually, you know, we giving off a scent. Spiritually, Yahweh Shah was these herbs. Because remember, he says he was the word healed them.
Right.
These is meant to heal. These is meant to change the water to be sweet. The Lord could change the water to wine. Yahweh Shah was all of this.
Right.
You know?
And right now, that healing process is what? The 144,000, the elect. You know what I'm saying? It's not talking about this world. It's not talking about healing this world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures tell you, like, what? Take balm for her, but she cannot be healed.
Right.
Why? Because guess what? America is on a downfall, man.
Right.
You know, when I see these beautiful vegetation and mints and things of this nature, this just reminds me of Yasha Allah being built up again.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's showing me, you know what I'm saying? It's showing me that this world is on a downfall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't save this world. There's no amount of mints that can save America, and we don't want this place to be saved. We want it to be destroyed, man.
That's right.
All right? Matter of fact, can you get that for me, brother?
After you.
You want to walk and do it? Or?
This is Luke 12 and 27 and 28.
Right.
It says, consider the lilies, how they grow. They toil you not, they spin not, and yet I say unto you that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these.
Right. See how the Lord made a comparison, saying like, yo, even Solomon wasn't arrayed like all of these. Meaning what? It shows you how beautiful the Lord made all these different type of plants and all these different type of flowers, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But also, what it said right before that, it said they neither what?
That Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these.
But it was saying something like they didn't told it.
Oh, okay. Let me read it again.
Right.
This is Luke 12 and 27. Consider the lilies, how they grow.
Right. Consider the lilies. Go ahead.
They toil you not. They spin not. And yet I say unto you that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these.
Right. Matter of fact, continue next verse.
Verse 28. If then the Most High so cloth the grass,
which lets you know, even within this, brothers is touching all these different plants. Guess what? They have clothes on them. They're clothed. Right. They have discretion.
Oh, that's strawberries. I'm like, yo, what I'm smelling? It's a strawberry bush.
You good?
Oh, raspberry. Strawberry or raspberry?
Strawberry, look. See him?
Yeah.
Yes, strawberry boy.
Yeah, we need a strawberry bush. I didn't even realize it until I'm looking around, but yeah. But you, like I'm smelling it. I'm like, yo, what is that? That's a strawberry you smelling. Sweet smell. Right, slocky.
That's cool, but that lets you know that even they have discretion. The Most High even clothed them. You see what I'm saying? So go ahead, keep going.
Oh, verse 28. If then the Most High so clothe the grass, which is today in the field, and tomorrow is cast into the oven.
Right, because even when you think about flowers, guess what? The concept is, you know, they have their time to bloom and then they die off, right? That's the concept of life, right? Go ahead.
How much more will he clothe you, O ye of little faith.
Right, meaning what? Guess what? He doing that with flowers, and he keep them clothed. And guess what? They have a time and a purpose. How much more are you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Meaning what? No matter what, the Most High is going to sustain us. Because look what he's doing with the flowers. All you gotta do is just look. Just think about, nature. When you're dealing with nature, once again, they go through different type of elements. They go through the rainy seasons. You know what I'm saying? They deal with different type of hurricanes, things of all that nature. And guess what? The Most High sustained them. And these are flowers. Some of them actually wither off and died and reincarnation get born back again. Right. How much more now, in this time that the Most High is going to sustain Yasha'Allah, Israel, his 144,000. Right. So when you see this, it's supposed to remind you that, guess what? The Lord is taking care of them. And guess what? They don't toil. Right. Like I was reading the scripture before that. Guess what? They're not getting up. They're not going out making ends meet. The Lord is always providing them with sustenance. They always get their water. They always get fed. Right. So how much more us in that time? And that's something that brothers have to always remember. Absolutely. In this time, guess what? It's going to be a time where ain't going to be no more job. Ain't going to be no more working. You know what I'm saying? You see that this infrastructure is starting to crash upon itself. It's going to be the faith of what? That true vine, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, that's going to sustain us, man. Right. You know? That's it. We continue walking. Yeah, we can walk and talk.
Okay. Yeah, then you can bring yours out, brother. Back in Luke 12 and 29, it says, and seek not ye what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, neither be ye of a doubtful mind.
See? Right. The Most High make it apple. Right here is an apple tree. See? All right, and this grew out of the earth. This is actually, I know the concept is really like impeded in our mind, but that right there is a miracle. A big ass tree with fruit on it that you could eat came out of the ground. That's a miracle, bro, when you really think about it.
That is a miracle.
Yeah. You being accustomed now, you planted the seed, but bro, that's a miracle. The fact that look how big this thing is, it grew out the ground.
And it came from a seed.
So that's a miracle in itself. So the Lord can perform instant miracles, man.
Right.
So we don't gotta, as we walk into the garden, we didn't even realize these are strawberries down here. We walked past grapes. Keep going. Oh, you wanted to get some mint. Yeah. And this is all what the Most High grew out the ground. So yeah, it's nothing for us to worry about. It's nothing for us to have doubts about.
I got a quick precept. You made a point just now. Said the Lord is going to provide for us. So brothers are not to have a doubtful mind.
Look at this peaches. You got a peach tree. Golden Jubilee peach.
All right.
This is Habakkuk 1 and 5.
Yeah, it's golden Jubilee peach.
This is Habakkuk 1 and 5. Behold, ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you. Right. So the Most High said, listen, man, I'm gonna come through for you in the days, in the times of tribulation, the perilous times that's getting ready to come upon the face of the earth and in this country. Right. The Lord is letting you know straight up, I'm gonna work a work in your days. Right. And it says, for I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told to you. So, just in case you might have some sort of doubtness, that the Lord is going to come through. The birds, they eat every day. They drink every day. Right. That's the Lord feeding them every day. Birds got faith that they going to eat.
Yeah.
Y'all
mentioned this earlier. I wanted to get this. We passed the apple tree, a peach tree, and grapes and things of that nature. And this scripture I want to bring out was John 12 and 24. St. John 12 and 24, and it says, verily, verily, I say unto you, except a corn of wheat fall into the ground, all right, and die, right, it says, it abideth alone, but if it die, bringeth forth much fruit. So, Yahweh Shai himself, referring to the corn of wheat, all right, let's walk through the rock garden. Because they say you can sow among the rocks. Yahweh Shah himself died to bring forth more fruit. As we see the apple tree there, that apple tree standing alone with apples on it. But if it was to fall down and die, it's going to be more apple trees that's going to grow, because each one of them are going to grow out a tree, and that's what our Lord Yahweh Shah did. See, that's how the nation is going to win. It's going to win by you sacrificing, doing the right thing. You know, and that's what Yahweh Shah was about. You know, he did an ultimate sacrifice for the nation to grow in righteousness. You see? And we was mentioning that earlier.
I got some. This is Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 8. I'm gonna start from 7. It said, this is Moses speaking to Israel about what the Lord have installed for them. You know. So this verse 7. For the Lord.
It's like we were just talking about the lilies.
Oh God,
That's a different type of lily.
August lily. Right.
It's like
August lily. It's Deuteronomy chapter.
Right.
I'll read it for you.
What's that?
Deuteronomy
chapter 8, verse 7. I mean Augustus. For the Lord thy God bringeth thee into a good land, a land of brooks, of water, of fountains and depth that springs out of valley and hills. All right, but you see here how the Lord set up this place is for Israel, you know, valleys, brooks of waters, you know, with filters.
Right.
He bring trees to filter the water, you know, and all these good stuff. And I'm moving on. Verse 8. A land of wheat and barley and vines.
Thank you.
Verse 8. A land of wheat and barley, a land of wheat and barley and vines and fig trees and pomegranate. A land of oil, olives and honey. If you look around and you see we're passing through here, we've seen vines and all different types of vegetables and fruits. You've seen all different types of fruit. Olive was made for Israel. The Lord make olive for Israel.
Great point.
You know, all these things was made for Israel in the land. You know what I'm saying? You know, so olive was made for Israel. All these things we see here. This is, the Lord makes it for our sakes, yo. So all these things is our sakes He makes it for. You know what I'm saying? All these vines and all these fig trees and all these other fruits, the onion, everything was made for our sakes.
Right.
The Lord make it for Israel.
Right.
You know what I mean? So So at the end of the day, this was made for us.
We just checking this out. You know, this is the balance. Isaiah 45:7, I created good and evil. Right here you have the lily of the valley. It's really cultivated for perfume, but it's poisonous if eaten. So the priest was saying a lot of people use different methods, and they would do that. I think Levi did that when they was fighting against Esau, and that brother was good with the herbs. He was killing a lot of Edomites, because some herbs is not meant to be eaten. They would be poisonous. They could be used as poisonous to kill you.
So you got a lot of individuals out here that do like the espionage or do like spy work, things of that nature. Matter of fact, for any brothers that ever seen that show Breaking Bad, that was the one of the ways he would actually kill somebody. He would take something like this and like put it maybe in a tea or whatever like that. So you drinking it, next thing you know that person get poisonous, die off. You're not thinking nothing of the sort.
He just died a natural cause.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So people would do things like that. But this shows you, like I said, the balance. You know, now you'll see that, make a tea, okay, no, that thing will kill you.
Right. But at the same time, they cultivate it for perfume.
Right.
That's the usage for it. So when you went to the scripture, it got many usages. That's a plant that's just used for perfume. If you eat that, you could die. You could be killed.
You'll die.
Council, I have this tree home as a plant. This is an evergreen tree. This tree could just stand any weather.
Wow.
Evergreen tree. This is I got the name of it. It's Chinese jumpire. I have this tree. This tree, yeah, juniper. This tree is like a cactus. You could it can have it of water.
Wow.
Like here only for a week or two, a month, it still survives. This is an evergreen tree. I had this tree home, man.
Yeah, you said this is the junipers.
I picked this tree out in, by Home Depot. I just like this tree. It just shows strength.
Yeah, it's funny how I say juniper. And you know, Esau was eating out the juniper root.
The juniper roots.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Check that out. So that's what Esau was eating. He was eating the root of that. Let's check this out. The rock garden, small scale splintered woodland, large shrubs and trees, including viburnums, maples, pines, spruces, acid-loving plants. These plants require acidic soil conditions. So when you say, when we was going into botanical, that each plant has its own sort of way of growing. You got plants that need the acid, that acidic soil. All right. You got dry tolerant plants that don't need no rain. These plants can inhabit landscapes where the rainfall is only 10 to 20 inches per year. Some have adaptations like succulent leaves to store water. So you got some plants, hey, you know, it says there's gonna be a famine in the word. So we gonna be those plants that's storing this up, this word, which is the water, all right, for the drought season. That's why I say that Amos is gonna be a famine on the word. Like,
Well, that's the plant to suck up the water.
yeah, it stores succulently, it stores water. So it just takes it all in.
That's us right there. Yeah.
Right, we spiritually being the succulent.
We that plant to go take the pressure.
Con.
We could stand anything, yo.
That's right.
Because we stand the famine, we go to stand everything we
Yeah,
put.
that's right.
And again,
Martial law, everything we go we stand, yo.
That's right.
and again, that all goes back to our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shah. He says, "What? Out of your belly shall flow what?
Rivers of living
Rivers of
water.
living water." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Cactuses, things like that. They store that water in, man. Those are special plants that know. They have a sense of knowing that it's gonna be a drought. And the only ones who's preparing like that and know that is the elect. So yeah, the elect is like succulents and desert plants with that wisdom, I'm saying.
right.
You know? Because we store it. You got the aquatic. The pond is home for floating plants such as water lettuce. Look how much stuff the Lord got, man.
Yeah, evergreen, yo. Evergreens.
They say they low growing. Use juniper, dwarf spruces, firs, full cypresses,
Yep.
and shade tolerant plants. Oaks, conifers create a protective energy, a canopy over this collection, which includes shade lovers like azalea. So you got the actual big plants that actually cover the shade for the plants that can't take the direct sunlight like that. So hey, that'd be like Yahweh Shah. They say the Lord abide under my, let me get that Psalms 91. You abide under his wing. He gonna be a shadow of protection.
Yeah.
So like you could even tell this plant like a built for durability. Once you air it, once you plant, you know, then the sun, you know, they could take all that pressure, yo.
Right.
Yeah.
What you know?
Yeah. Con. So we got go to camera, brother. We got Psalms 91:1. It says, "He that dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." Look at the shadow.
Con.
Look at the shadow.
Look at these plants. They growing. They grow better underneath the shadow because the heat.
Yeah.
That heat. They can't take too much of the heat. So what the Lord does is He's assisting. All right, like this shade tolerant plants. You know, covering them for that heat.
Yep.
And that's the beautiful thing of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
What he does, the way of what he does is being played out on this earth. Like, you know?
And this them right here.
Yeah.
These all evergreen plants. This one right here.
Again, like, you know, everything is spiritual first before it's physical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like the tabernacle in the heavens,
Right.
tabernacles on the earth. It's the same thing.
That's right.
And everything is just mimicking. Everything is pretty much mimicking, you know, the spiritual realm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is spiritual first, and then manifests, you know, in the physical sense to emulate the spiritual realm.
Right.
You know, that's pretty.
Pretty much it. I had a quick one, real quick. This is Matthew 13, and it says. It's Matthew chapter 12, right? Yeah, Matthew chapter 12, verse. What's that one? It say, sown amongst stones. Let me see, stones. I know it's in stones.
Isn't it certain stones that keep the water cool too? Mm-hmm. Right? Remember
What's
that
that?
video brother sent out?
What's
How
that?
it was a shade on the stone, but the water was passing through the stone, and it kept the water cool.
This is it real quick. Matthew chapter 13, verse 19. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. So this word, when we teaching, the Lord is pushing forth this word, is being compared to as sowing an actual seed. It says, but one catcheth it away, so that like a bird will pick up a seed and eat it, right? This is he which receives seed by the wayside, so it never gets rooted in his mind. Verse 20, but he that receives seed into stony places, the same as he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it. Yeah, I'm an Israelite, man. Yeah, we supposed to be on top. He ecstatic, is joy, right? Yet have he not root in himself, but dureth for a while, for when tribulation or persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended. So he's joyous, but when a tribulation occurs, what's the different tribulations for these plants? You know, could be the wind blowing, could be the heat. You know, ain't nothing growing on this stony thing right here, man.
Could be winter too.
Look at these. Look at the stony. It's barely anything growing.
Yeah,
you carry the camera around. Nothing's growing. A little bit of shrubs. That's the only thing that could grow. But if any major wind or anything come, whatever's there is getting lifted right up. You know. So it said that's what compares it to those who receive it on a stony. This is stony right here. You see it nothing but stones, man.
Nothing can't grow there.
Yeah.
Want to say something?
Yeah, I got some real quick. This is Jeremiah 17. This is Jeremiah 17 and 5. Thus save the Lord. Cursed be the man that trusteth in man. Like the priest is bringing out, man. Those will be those that fell on those stony grounds. You know what I mean? Because those are the guys that put their trust in man. They put their trust into the system. They put their trust into Esau. Mind you, Esau already sets up this whole algorithm society where Jake is dependent on it. So once that breaks off, they have no hope, right? So they really trusting in the man, right? It says, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord, right? Their mind departed from the Lord. Why? Because originally we worshipped Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's what the children of Israel did. But according to Jeremiah 17 and 4, right? We discontinued from that heritage, right? We lost that. It says, verse 6, for he shall be like the health, he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh. Right? You in the desert, you ain't know when he good coming to you. You worrying about the heat. You worrying about the drought. You worrying about when your next water thirst gonna be, right? It says, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabited, right? Verse 7. I got you, bro. Verse 7.
Salakia, brothers, real quick.
Verse 7. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope is the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. And just like you was breaking down about the rocks, right? About the you know, Israel, we being that that tree that's able to withstand, you know, the things that to come, you know, the heat, and you know, being, you know, like you said, they grow better under the shadow, things of that nature, right? And that plant you mentioned that absorb all the water, right? The scripture is talking about the man that trusts in the Lord, right? It says, blessed is the man that trusts in the Lord, whose hope the Lord is. Verse 8, for he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, right? And that spreadeth out her roots by the river. That shows that she's been that tree has been well nurtured and has been deep rooted in the waters, which is what? The knowledge, right? It says that spreadeth out her roots by the waters, and shall not see when heat cometh. Meaning what? It's not going to worry about the heat that's coming. We know that this society is in a total collapse, but we're not worried about the heat that's coming. You know, that's the heat coming to the trees and to the plants, and these are the trees and the plants right here, and the fruit right here. But we're growing in a society where the heat is going crazy. They're taking away all the water, but for some reason we're still able to get a stream of water flowing through and able to make this fruit grow, right?
Oh, you got more?
Yeah, I'm about to finish right now. It says, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. And since the apostles of Great Millstone and their elders have been pushing this word, all right, since, you know, Elder High Priest Abba Bivens came, right, when everybody was totally in bug out mode, right, since this truth has been pushing, it has never stopped yielding its fruit.
Right.
And mind you, the word was in total chaos, right? Right. Since the besiege of Jerusalem, this place been on a decline, right? This kingdom, Esau's kingdom, has been falling, but the fruit has just kept increasing and increasing. Right. You know?
I just wanted to point this out real quick. You know, as we get the frankincense resin. Well, if you could look right here, this is exactly how it goes. It gets cut into, and the trees actually bleed. And when they bleed, this hardens and it turns into a resin, and that's when you burn it and get the scent. You know, so somebody was hitting this tree up, because you could tell it got blood. But this is actually a cypress tree, which is in the scriptures. This is a cypress tree. This is Isaiah 44:14. He heweth down cedars and taketh the cypress and the oak, which he strengtheneth for himself. Among the trees of the forest he planteth an ash, and the rain doth nourish it. So this right here is it says Hinoki cypress. You know, it has a beautiful, distinct reddish brown color. And you got it got like
incense.
Yeah, that's it.
Smell, let me see.
Wow. That's the gum of it.
Yo, the Most High is different, yo.
Yeah, the trees give off
beautiful.
You know, they give off that gum.
And if you notice, you don't see a lot of insects around this, like you were saying.
Yeah, see certain
so you don't see no ants going up to.
Nah, certain trees they don't.
Yo, this place, Esau is a devil, man. Because you got to come to a captive garden in order to have this around.
Access, yes.
This should be planted around your neighborhood.
Right outside.
It should be around. It should be
your
around
backyard,
your area.
everything.
Your neighborhood will be calm, and it'll be peace.
Instead of a peaceful vibration, you got to go into a captive garden, pay in order to in order to see what was freely given to the earth.
Right.
That's why Esau put Jake in a concrete jungle.
Yeah.
Get everything away from us. He took the stones away from us.
Yeah.
The righteous herbs and plants.
He put us to the stony ground.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now you gotta go through him for everything.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that was part of the curses. He shall be the head, you shall be the tail.
Right.
You know?
Man, that was amazing.
Yeah, that's a beautiful frankincense smell right there, man.
Is it frankincense?
It's a cypress tree.
It's a cypress.
Oh.
This is incense. I smelled this before.
It's resin.
I smelled
Lucky resin.
We burnt this before, please. We burnt this smell before.
Probably good, you know. A lot of the trees,
smells
a lot
like
of
it.
the family trees are the same. Well, you gotta know Issachar when they deal with when you deal with the tree is one resin. They use that as a substitute for frankincense when they was carried here in the Americas, because they were used to the frankincense tree. It's called copal. C-O-P-A-L. Copal is a substitute for frankincense. But there was on frankincense trees when they came to the Americas.
You put it back here, what teacher? Put it back here.
Those got any precepts?
No, we keep walking around the rose garden.
Just cut it off and then
Oh, okay. Yeah. How you Dang, I ain't had this camera on the.
things there to take away the information. Got it? Come. Yeah, man. So we just approached over here. Look at the name of this tree right here. These individuals know who they are, bro.
Right.
So we trying to look up this plant right now, get some more information.
Yeah, it's not.
Caucasian wignut.
Let me Google this because it ain't popping up off the thing.
The QR code thing.
Yeah. It went to something, but they ain't showing me the tree.
Also, another little fun fact, man. You know, with that resin, you know, that's also where they make gum from. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of brothers, when y'all get gum and y'all chewing it, they're getting it from that resin. That's what, you know, causes that texture.
Yep.
This is
in a region that it grew up originated in the Caucasus region.
Caucasus Mountain.
So that's why they calling it that. That's where it originates from. Yeah, it originates from that area. So, and it's also between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. That's where Russia and them are beefing in Ukraine.
That's where Russia stopped over 20 million grains of wheat to pass through.
So
and that's why this drought happening.
This tree is really, you know, was where Esau, when he moved up into those areas. You know,
Caucasus Mountains.
the Caucasus Mountains, right?
Oh, that dwellers in the cliffs.
The cliffs of the rocks. Yep. That's exactly that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So you know, just getting the history behind it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
First
And that
don't pop
right
up.
there is, spiritual.
Right.
You know what I'm
Everything's
saying?
always
Everything is
spiritual.
always spiritual, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talk about that and look who pops up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, because now we talk. Look at the seed of. You know what I'm saying? Talk about that and look who comes over.
Yeah.
Try to say a little something tonight. I ain't paying you no attention, man.
Yeah.
I ain't paying you no attention.
I want to
Yeah, so we could save and keep scrolling.
Damn devils popped up.
Yeah, cause they're like, what are they talking about with the carpet? What do they know about them?
Yeah.
Right.
They want to see what we're talking about. We're crying about that. How much we know?
Clean water. I need to go to this.
Check this shit out, man. This shit like ultra shade.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this right here, man. This something probably like where
Oh, it's extra cool in there.
where Gad would have to go in and do like a little hot out.
Yeah,
Guerrilla warfare
Yeah,
type.
guerrilla warfare.
Jump down.
This shit right here, bro.
Wow, you see that inside there, man?
Yeah.
I'm going in there.
Yo, but this.
Well, that's it. Ouch, climbing on, carving into trees.
It says it's shortening their lives. Let's see what's going on in here.
Wow, you see that, man?
Wow.
It's like a little house. Yeah. It's like a house in here.
Oh, wow.
Yo,
What's
mad
this?
spiritual while you just walked in here.
Yeah, but who did these carvings?
Probably Esau. A matter of fact, hey,
Wow, they came and they carved up the tree, man, and then hurt the tree up, man.
let me, you could grab the camera. Let me grab the camera.
I got the camera right
You
here.
got the camera?
Yeah.
Hey, check this out, man. This is how a way also Gad would be able to communicate and know where they were at too.
Right.
Carve on trees.
Yeah.
This is a wood that you could carve on, you know, in itself. You know, this is a it said it was a weeping beech tree. You know, I was just saying, Gad. Yeah, I didn't even peep the big opening. Yeah. But I was just saying, like on trees like this, you'd be able to communicate on, or you can use as landmarks. You know, people marked it all, marked it all up. But it was a beech tree, and these beech trees. Another thing with the beech trees is they actually was used to make a lot of musical guitars and things of that nature, instruments.
Yes. Guitars, right.
Let me put instruments from beech trees. The Old Testament beechwood instruments.
Extremely cool, man.
Wow, cool, right?
Yeah.
We just talking about that, the bottom in the shadow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you're on the outside, you don't even, it looks like you ain't no way in here.
Yep.
But you come in here, it's just pure cool in here. And it
Yep.
feels still.
Yep.
Right.
Like a whole still vibe
Yep.
in here.
It's hot out there. It's cool inside here.
Yep. So this is it right here, beech tree bark. Beech tree bark.
Wow.
Let me see usages. Check this out. Is the bark is anti-acid, antiseptic, anti-tissuive. It helps with various skin diseases. What they would make with this: furniture, cabinetry, cooking utensils, tools, plywood, sports equipment. It says even musical instruments used for piano, pen blocks, and drum manufacturing. So this wood right here is used to give off music. You know.
Khan, too. Another thing unique about this tree is that grass don't grow in here.
Wow.
Grass go outside it.
Go outside.
Something about the tree and the atmosphere here, like grass. It's like a house. It's like inside a house. It's like a place to come and relax or do something. The grass don't grow on the ground. You know, it just the leaves and everywhere outside got the grass growing regular. So there's something special about this tree. Another element how the Lord works with this. It's another way how the Lord works, yo. Yep.
Lean out.
How the it's like the branches
covering.
The branches like inside of a house.
The smaller branches.
Yep.
They go out.
Get that, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, these branches go out and leave like a little umbrella. They create an umbrella.
It's like an umbrella for real, yo.
You could really chill and just relax.
Super cool. This is
Yeah.
for Jacob.
Yep.
This is what Jacob was
Yep.
in the ancient
Jacob
world.
dwelling in tents, yo.
Yeah. Esau is the man of the field, man.
I got a precept.
Khan.
We got Jeremiah 17:8. It says, "For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters." And oh, you brought that up?
Yeah, that's
Okay, I felt like
I didn't.
I felt like it came out again. All right, come on. We got Jeremiah 17:8. It says, "For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the rivers, and shall not see when heat cometh." You know what I'm saying? And guess what? What is this thing doing?
Spread
The
it
heat
out.
is outside of it.
Yep.
Right in here is very cool, man. It's a nice, cool, almost feel like that nice central air. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
In the house.
Yep.
You can
90
literally
degrees.
lay right there and just go to sleep. It says, "But her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought. Neither shall cease from yielding fruit." You see that? So guess what? In here, brothers always gonna have that water. Always gonna be cool. Outside is a drought.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Outside has nothing but heat. That's what's gonna scorch you. But as long as you under the protection and that shadow of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, keeping you cool, keeping that water upon you, you're gonna always have a safe haven, man.
Right.
You know? Yeah, you can literally just step up on that. You can just go to sleep on that thing, man.
Yep. Wow, it's awesome, yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turn 5.
Yeah. You can just you can just build all it. You can build. Yep.
Now.
That's why I'm forcing myself to walk off. I'm gonna just stay in here and just lay down. But that's how it should be. But that's how it should be spiritually, you know, dealing with the Lord.
Yeah.
You calm you down, like yo. Sit down.
But that's how it should be, because when you're abiding in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, you're abiding in what? The Comforter. The Comforter gives you that calmness, man.
Right, Khan.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, a comfort. You know what I'm saying? So when we read these scriptures and bringing it out, comparing it to nature, it's a comfort in it, man.
Right.
Letting you know that everything has a purpose and it's all been talked about in the Holy Scriptures. Be careful right there, brother. Don't slip. Priest Rob, don't slip on it.
Water.
You stop it.
What's the name of that tree?
Stop it for right now, brother.
Yeah, let me just look at it.
Yeah, playing right here. We're walking inside the rose garden. The roses right here. Yep. So bring it out. I'll bring it out in the scriptures on the Songs of Solomon. You know, there's many different types of roses in here. It says,
I'll bring it out. You want me to read it?
yeah, you can read it.
Songs of Solomon 2:1. I am the rose of Sharon and the lily of the valleys.
So the Rose of Sharon was a specific, that was like an area where roses was most beautiful.
I think that was like north of Palestine or something like that, over there by the
It's the line between the mountains of central Palestine and the Mediterranean Sea,
yeah.
right? Keep going.
Verse 2. As the lily among thorns.
As the lily among thorns, you know. Look at the actual thorns, you know. We could go into that too. With our Lord Yahweh Shai, you know, he's saying he was cause this Solomon is Yahweh Shai. So if you are a rose, guess what's gonna be around you? Thorns.
Thorns. Wow. Oh.
You know? So he's spiritual too. Yahweh Shai had thorns around his head.
Many thorns in his head.
And the reason why the thorns was around his head, yeah, it was a crown, but because he also was that rose.
Right.
You know, a rose can't be a rose without the thorns.
And it's spiritual too, that let you know that we fit the description of the curses. Guess what? When we went to slavery, what did we have to do?
Yep, we had to pick cotton.
And what was around the cotton?
Yep, these thorns.
These thorns.
Show y'all, man. These thorns are sharp, man.
Let you know.
That's how the Lord got Jake back.
Right.
That's how the Lord got Israel back. He said, oh, y'all want to, put crown of thorns? Because, 2/3 of Israel, they was the reason for that.
Right.
So the Lord paid us back by putting us in slavery. And one of our curses was we was picking cotton. And what did the cotton have around it? Thorns. So our hands used to bleed and everything while we was picking that cotton.
And also, too, to let you know, look how sharp that is.
Sharp. It pierces, as soon as you touch it, it pierces through your finger.
Yeah. And also to let you know, too, that was a curse we couldn't get around, because guess what? Remember, Esau, the devil of this world, they put a certain quota, so we had to pick a certain amount of cotton. So we couldn't carefully try to get cotton. We had to hurry up and rush, because if not, that'd be your ass. You know what I'm saying? Certain people had to pick like 500 pounds of cotton. You know how much 500 cotton is light?
Right.
So you know how much it would take to pick 500 pounds of cotton a day?
Right.
So you had to literally just just pick them out and just get cut up.
Right.
I got that in John. This is John.
Okay, we continue walking.
Come. This is John 19:1. It says, Then Pilate therefore took Yahushua and scourged him. And the soldiers planted a crown of thorns and put it on his head. And they put him on a purple robe.
Your brother's director, brother, while you walking back?
More thorns over here. We in a rose garden. Look at these beautiful roses. But once again, each of the roses have, and these thorns is giant right there, man.
Woo!
Each of these roses got thorns all over them, man. So ultimately, for the thorns to be put on our Lord, it represents that way. He was that rose, and which is roses. Let's actually look into representation of roses. Because Solomon said, "I'm the rose of Sharon."
God.
It represents actually, beauty. You give a person roses. It's like so a female rose is like beauty. Beauty.
Right. Matter of fact, anytime you want to impress a female, you always give them roses.
Right.
They say flowers, they give what? Roses. They don't just give them any flower, they always give them roses. Red roses too. That red, Yahushua blood, you know what I'm saying? It's spiritual.
Right. It represents love, beauty, courage. And that's what Yahushua represented. He was an expression of Yahweh's love for Israel. Yahweh, the Most High, loved Israel so much that I gave my only begotten son.
Right.
Whom I loved. Remember, he said that, whom I loved. And once again, what does roses represent? Roses represent romance and love. And around the roses is you see thorns. You see the thorns. And that's what our Lord Yahushua was, man, in another spiritual view, And
you said courage too, it represents, right?
Courage. Oh yeah, come on.
Yeah, we gotta get that
it says
part.
courage. The lion has the courage.
The Lion of Judah.
What was the courage he had to do? Was to actually go up and be that sacrifice. So that's an actual representation of roses, and that's actually what our Lord magnifies. So roses is really made to represent the Lord. To show that forth. And roses also has a good distinct smell to it as well.
Right. Beautiful smell. It's a beautiful fragrance.
And what's crazy? How a lot of roses grow. Certain roses grow from blood.
Yes.
So check that out.
Wow.
Our Lord was that
that's called the Lion's Robe.
Watch out,
Lion's
bro.
Robe. Wow, check that out.
It's called the Lion's Robe.
Check that out. Oh, they got the lid. This is like the lid.
And it's white represents the purity of Yahushua.
Right.
God.
It's pure. So, and then it says lion. Goes back to the courage. What you said? They got what?
Looks like a lily.
See, look, got the bees around it pollinating.
Right.
See?
Right.
The bees takes it.
So they all go from that rose to help pollinate and cause more growth.
Come on, man.
Be fruitful and multiply. It causes more growth, because now that goes to another plant which pollinates, which causes that seed to flourish.
Right.
It all goes back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right. You got more of that.
Yeah, it was more. Come.
Okay.
This back in John 19:3, and said, Hail, King of the Jews, and they smote him with their hands. Pilate therefore went again and saith unto them, Behold, I bring him forth to you, that ye may know that I have no fault in him.
Right. So what was how you said it was to represent the king because they put that crown, crown of thorns on Yahweh Shah's head, as a representation to torture him. But on the spiritual eye, we see that as well, pursuant to what you read in Songs of Solomon. I'm the rose. A rose has thorns all around them.
Verse 5. Then came Yahweh Shah forth.
Oh wow. Look what that said.
Gentle heart.
Oh, okay, so
money.
I looked at it mad quick. I thought it said Gentile. I was about to, I was gonna go in.
Oh.
But hey, still powerful.
John 19:5. Then came Yahweh Shah forth, wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe, and Pilate said unto them, Behold the man.
Wow. So he was wearing a crown of thorns.
Yeah.
And a purple robe representing royalty. See?
Gone.
I think these are lilies right here, bro.
That's a St. David's.
David. Smell something giving off some fragrance.
Might be that what you said. I don't know.
Those lilies over there, right? You done with that?
No, it don't say
You done with that, priest, on the scripture?
Oh yeah, that was pretty much it, yeah.
Keep going. Priest for eyes.
That's called the Enchanter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Back at Songs of Solomon 2 and continuing on 2 again. As the lily among thorns, which the priest just broke down beautifully through the Holy Spirit.
So that's how Yahweh Shah was.
Right.
The thorns was two-thirds. The most Yahweh Shah was around the thorns. Remember your faith. Yahweh Shah was around the unbelieving. Pretty much when you don't got no faith, you like thorns and bristles, ain't shit growing. That's what our Lord was around.
Right.
He really pumped that faith. You know who had a commercial about the rolls? I think Derrick Rose used to have that out at Chicago. You see the rolls coming out the cracked ground.
Oh yeah.
That's what our Lord was, a place barren with no faith. He was just a rose, and the elect seen that and was inspired to be, beautiful flowers too. But until then, there was like no motivation to be anything. The Gentiles, like you was about to go into over there, they was inspired to be amongst, being Israel again. Being sons of God.
It says, as the lily among thorns, so is my love among the daughters.
Wow.
Verse 3.
As lily, so is my love amongst the daughters. Yeah.
Verse 3. As the apple tree among the trees of the wood, so is my beloved among the sons.
As the what? The apple tree?
As the apple tree.
We seen the apple tree. I don't know if y'all seen it. Y'all see it earlier. We looked at the apple tree.
Yeah.
When we walked by. Wow, you smell that? That's a beautiful
right here.
There, bro. Yeah.
A nice little shade too.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
Walking past like this. Pleasant, calm smell.
Calm, yeah.
Calm you right down.
See, a woman would have to soak in certain things like this, man.
Right.
Cause this ain't a woman put that spray on will be strong and sting your nostril. This is natural. It seeps right in.
It's an inviting scent.
Calm.
Yeah, more on that, priest?
Yeah, it says, as the apple tree among the trees of the wood, so is my beloved among the sons.
Right. The apple tree amongst the wood. The apple tree is unique. Yeah. All right. The lily is unique. The roses is unique amongst thorns. The apple tree is unique amongst the other trees because the apple tree, when it's at its most potent, it has a strong scent, and it has what? It has a fruit. So
it says, I sat down under his shadow with great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste.
Right. This fruit was sweet to my taste.
I want to walk in the grass.
You can walk in the grass.
vibration.
Yeah.
I just stepped in that grass just now. I felt everything just like
Way lighter. Hey, well that's the fruit. Oh, and that's Solomon singing. A lot of people say, oh, that's a woman. That's Solomon talking about the love from the Father.
You just talking about the songs, toes, everything.
Yeah.
Didn't I but I don't know if you read that book.
Okay.
I forgot we even read it. Let me get it.
Carry these.
Carry these joints, walk in the joints. Yeah. Get some massaging.
And hey, man, this was Solomon. Solomon had a garden just like this. Solomon had a garden. So y'all think gardening is that's for female? No,
Feminine.
feminine. Solomon had a garden. That's why he's talking about the rose. How you think he know about the rose of Sharon and the lily and this and that? He had a whole garden. He was into what people say botany. He was into that.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with being into that. Actually,
It is a very manly, it's a masculine aspect. Because again, we talk about husbandry, remember?
Yeah.
This is all dealing with what? Gardening.
Vines,
Planting, you know what I'm saying?
Vines.
Right. It's just that the beauty of it is feminine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what? The work,
feminine.
perceived as feminine, the water. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, it brings off a beautiful look. That's what I meant to say.
Beautiful look. Like y'all brought out earlier with the says the flowers of the garden are clothed.
Right.
Look at the lily. How beautiful are these? But Solomon glory wasn't arrayed as this. Look at the beauty of this. You know what I mean? This is, and the Most High did this. The Most High is the husbandman.
That's right.
In fact, to that.
Brother, got any more on that?
That's it. It's up to you. I don't know.
That was it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Talking about songs.
I could bring out the address.
Con.
Yeah, I was just concerning the flowers and the roses and them. This is second address, chapter 9, verse. Start from 23. Second address 9 and 23. Nevertheless, if thou wilt cease yet 7 days more, but thou shalt not fast in them. Verse 24. But go into the field of the flowers when no house is building, and eat only the flowers of the field. Taste no flesh, drink no wine, but eat flowers only.
Woo!
Right. See, so this is what you
can eat flowers.
Yeah, you eat flowers. The flowers is good too.
You can eat roses.
Yep.
Roses you can make teas out of. You can eat the rose hips because it's high. Actually, roses is high in vitamin C.
That's right.
See, Esau know that. See, Esau know the benefits of eating flowers.
Yep.
Right. There's flowers. A lot of flowers you could consume.
This for the angel who tell Edras to do that. To go in
Right,
go in no house dwelleth.
Right.
And go in there.
So what does that mean? That means
right.
that Edras had an understanding of flowers.
That's right.
That was a learned understanding by our forefathers.
That's right.
Because then he would be like, well, I don't know what flowers to eat, you know? That means he had an understanding of it or was given it at the time.
Yeah, because Esau make the whole place only for beauty.
Yeah.
So he just pour that image for beauty. Oh,
Right.
it's for beauty. Ooh.
Right.
But it's for good stuff too, because
Right.
Edras ate it for fasting.
Right.
Because the angel tell Edras to eat that and go where no house, to go where no houses is.
That's
and
right.
eat flowers at the garden.
That's right.
Because they have good nutrients in it.
That's right.
I got a quick precept real quick.
Can.
You finished on that, brother?
Yes,
Salakia. This is wisdom. Yeah, because like brothers were saying through the Holy Spirit, Esau, he knows the benefits of certain flowers. The brother brought out a beautiful precept just now stating that you can eat the flower. Esau knows the benefits of these flowers and these roses. That's why he got, he got it in captivity. You got something called the Botanical Garden. Esau, you got to pay to see this stuff. Esau knows, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2, and you can read the whole chapter. I'm going to start at 6. This is talking about Esau, the elites that's in power. It says, come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present. You want to walk too, brother?
Yeah, we can walk.
Okay. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present. Let us speedily use the creatures as in the youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass us by. So Esau, he knows about this, the benefits of the flowers. You know, the elites, the international bankers. Esau, he gets into the flowers. He gets all into it.
God.
Reading on, it says, let us crown ourselves with rosebuds.
Yeah, you know, Esau like to take these, and that's how you know who is speaking. They show you that in the Greek Empire. They'll always walk around with their crowns. Would be with literally like ivy plants or rose, you know, roses and shit like that. Right. You know what I mean? So it lets you know that that was a tradition of the Edomites, man.
Right.
You know? The products, they the ones who control the world, got control of everything. So, you know, they want the best of the flower, the best of this, and then meanwhile they oppress your ass. Meanwhile, it's growing out the ground for free.
Right,
you know?
So, like, I looked up the definition of rosebuds. What it says, I Googled what is rosebud used for. It says drinking dry rosebud tea helps reduce the risk of dysentery, diarrhea, gastritis, and constipation.
Wow. So it's soothing to your stomach.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of problems that we have, you know, gallbladder, kidney stones, a lot of problems that our people have deals with the stomach. You know what I'm saying? So that's actually soothing and takes away that disease of your stomach, man.
It said, reading on, finishing off, it says, finally, drinking rose flower herbal tea is a great way to relax after a busy day at the office. And you see how we was walking by, it relaxed brothers when we smelled that smell.
Yeah, brothers was already relaxed, man.
Right.
Because guess what? This office that we in, this captivity, we always busy.
Check that out.
You know what I'm saying? This captivity, this office we always in, we always constantly busy. We subject to payments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't get no relaxation at home. Here it is. Your house is supposed to be a place of comfort for relaxing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be your parents, whether it be your ribs, she constantly on you, so you don't got no rest.
Yeah.
So you know that's good that you know the Lord will provide these herbs also as another way to help you relax from and take away some of that pain and tribulation from this world, man.
Yeah.
You know that's what a lot of these, like we just said, these fragrances giving off a soothing smell, a soothing feeling. You know. Yeah, you have more on that?
Yeah, it was one more sentence. It says, as it can calm the central nervous system, reducing the chance of depression and anxiety.
Wow. Hey, brother, that's powerful. Appreciate a lot. You know, brothers was saying. You said that last part again. You said
it says, as it can calm the central nervous system.
And what?
And reduce the chance of depression and anxiety.
Once again, that's Yahweh Shah, that rose. Because guess what? That takes away our anxiety and depression. Because that goes back to what? The comfort of the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? When we read this, what? That's why we don't have no more pains in our stomach and our spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because we constantly reading this and it gives us that calm feeling, knowing there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Knowing that we're not going to be in this captivity forever. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to constantly be working, being subject for payments. You know, it's like what the scriptures say, like I forgot how the scriptures worded it, but pretty much said like our pocket shall be like I have holes in it or something.
Oh, Haggai, yeah.
Yeah, and Haggai.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you constantly working, feeling like you're not getting nothing out of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your own people against you. You already got your regular demons against you. You got different nations against you. You know what I'm saying? So the whole world is against you, and that right there, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is what gives you that calmness to let you know. Guess what? No matter what you're going through, I'm always gonna be that cure to your anxiety and your depression, man.
Yes.
You know? Come on. Brothers got some? If not, we can walk back.
I got some.
Come on.
Oh, look, there was lilies over there. That's a long something.
Let's get that real quick.
Asiatic lily.
Let me get that.
Wow.
Let me get that real quick.
Yeah, so a lot of flowers was over here was mixed. Just as you read that scripture, the roses amongst the lilies. Yeah. That's all that's among over here. Roses amongst lilies.
See?
He took that from the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
I got Sirach 50 and 7 real quick. As the sun shining upon the temple of the Most High, and as the rainbow giving light in the bright clouds. Verse 8. And as the flowers of roses in the spring of the year, as lilies by the rivers of water, and as branches of frankincense tree in the time of summer.
Time of summer.
All right.
You know them frankincense be booming in the summertime.
We in the summer.
Yeah.
We in the summer. And we smelling it.
Yeah.
That's right.
It says, as fire and incense in the censer, as fire and incense in the censer, and as a vessel of beaten gold set with all manner of precious stones. All right, and we just went past some stones. We went past the rocks and everything. Verse 10. And as a fair olive tree budding forth fruit, and as a cypress tree which groweth up to the clouds. And we just went past the cypress tree.
Yeah.
Verse 11.
Wow, we did. Yeah, we did.
All right. When he put on the robe of honor and was clothed with the perfection of glory, when he went up to the holy altar, the holy altar, he made the garment of holiness honorable. When he is speaking of Simon the high priest, son of Onias, it says verse 12. When he took the portions out of the priest's hand, he made himself stood by the heart of the altar, compassed about as a young cedar in Lebanon, and as palm trees compassed they him round about. Verse 13. So were all the sons of Aaron in their glory and their oblation of the Lord in their hands before all the congregations.
So the high priest, because sons of Aaron's then with the high priest was compared to as what flowers?
Flowers, the lilies, the rainbow, the shining sun, the frankincense tree. You know, it says before all the congregation of Israel, and finishing the service at the altar that he might adorn and offer to the Most High Almighty.
Come
Yeah. That's it.
Let you know once again that we're one with nature, we're one with the ground. You know what I'm saying? Because our knees are natural shock absorptions with the ground. That's why when you run on the ground, you don't have to worry about knee problems, things of that nature. You walk on Esau's concrete, remind him of the Caucasus Mountains. Like prime example, I put my foot on here. See, and that's why you gotta take your sneakers off, be one with nature, man. I put it right here, my feet are already burning up on the concrete. I step right here, even though you think the heat will be on the grass and it will feel a certain way, this is actually causing coolness through my body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
you feel way better.
Yeah.
So y'all brothers gotta become one of the earth, man. When y'all get a chance, hey, take your sneakers off, walk through the glass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
those are one ways to be cold too, and hot. It's through your feet. That's why when it's cold at night, what do? You cover your feet. You know, if you don't,
everything transfers from your feet on up.
Yeah. But you know, but once again, it's showing this is a conductor through your body.
And it's crazy how the grass is cool.
This is the other way Esau cut the connection with the ground. Paving all the ground with
paving
concrete.
it down,
Cut that connection, you know.
All
everywhere in his sneakers and socks.
And them shit's hurting our feet as we walk. This right here felt like a nice massage.
Massage, right?
Just a nice massage, you know, taking away from my knee pain and my calf. My shit was hurting.
Your body loving this right now. Your body just liking this connection.
Daniel's the first chapter. You got something? No. Daniel's the first chapter. Start at the 8th verse.
I gotta find that
one. Daniel's the first chapter, right? You want it? The priest is gonna get it.
Oh,
it's mad cool right here.
I ain't gonna front. This feels good.
Yeah, feel good. This is how you're supposed to feel, man.
Yo, it does, bro. It does, priest. Jeez.
This is Daniel chapter 1, verse 8. But Daniel proposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore, he requested of the prince of the eunuchs of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. Verse 9. Now the Most High had brought Daniel into favor And
He didn't want to eat with them because these guys eat in Babylonian way.
Yep.
You know, a lot of times, a lot of the things, the way we eat is the portions and how the food is made be off. You know, he didn't eat how the heathen. You know, Esau eat his steak medium rare and shit like that. Bloody. So
thigh.
that's how they automatically cooking it. Certain restaurants you can't even tell them well done. No, we don't even.
Yeah.
You know,
You can't tell them well done because they feel like you messing up there.
you can't change it, right? So that's the way the heathen eat. You know what I mean? The heathen don't know any better. They retarded. You know what I'm saying? They eat bloody steaks and all of that stuff. You know, which is detrimental to your body. You know, they eat like dogs. Dogs eat, or lions eat raw stuff like that. You know, you meant to got to be well cooked.
They're beastly.
Beastly, yeah, they're very beastly. Keep going.
Verse 9. Now Daniel had brought Salakia. Now the Most High had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. Salakia, yeah. Verse 10. And the prince of the eunuchs said unto Daniel, I fear my lord the king, who had appointed your meat and your drink for why should he see your face worse, liking than the children which are of your sort? Then shall he make me endanger my head to the king.
Right, because he didn't want to eat of their meat. He said he pointed to meat and drink. You know, but you know, Daniel was, you know, just like they would come at Jake. Daniel was rebellious. He wasn't, yo, bro, I'm not eating that shit, man.
Right.
You know, I don't care how the king feel.
Exactly.
You know,
You have some individuals that'll do that, you know, say they don't eat certain things, but then when that pressure come onto them with, let's just say, you know, the mayor of New York came down and had a dinner with them or whatever, they like, all right, I guess I gotta know.
Right.
That's
You know what I'm
that
saying?
respect the persons.
Respect the
Say,
person.
well,
Yeah.
we shall, in my house, we shall fear the Lord, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, can I get a precept to back you up real quick?
God.
We got Deuteronomy 12 and 23. It says, only be sure that thou eat not the blood, for the blood is the life, and thou mayest not eat the life with the flesh. You know, laying back on what the priest said, you know, you have a lot of these individuals that say they want their steak or they want their food bloody, medium rare. Guess what? At the end of the day, that lets you know that these individuals are real true life vampires. You know what I'm saying? Because what are they doing? They're sucking out your blood. You know what I'm saying? Your life force.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which the Most High said not to do. You know, so that lets you know, again, the Babylonians, they had that same kind of mind frame. You know, if eating all these different abominable foods and ham,
a lot of that shit from ham. Drinking
Jake trying to be
cow
down too.
blood, yeah.
You know, Jake want to feel, you know, certain Jakes, they want to feel important. They eat their steak.
Right, because they want to take
medium
on that
raw.
importance, like you said,
medium
of Esau.
raw.
And they get it from being around Esau.
Yes.
They got Esau, either my friend, he take him to Peter Luger's or a rich steakhouse
Right,
place.
Peter
Oh,
Luger's.
no, try this, man. This is you know, and they eat it. Oh man, this is great, you know, but it got blood all in it.
Oh man,
You know?
crazy.
go ahead.
Continue. Verse 11. This Daniel chapter 1 verse 11. Then said Daniel to Melzar, who the prince of the eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hanana, Mishael, and Azariah. Prove thy servant, I beseech thee. Salakia verse 12. Prove thy servant, I beseech thee 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink. Which is Salakia, this is the.
When you go into that word pulse, that means what? Vegetables.
Vegetables.
Okay?
Yeah, vegetables.
That means vegetables, man. So you
Yeah.
know that in itself is powerful because I let you know brothers should, to the best of their ability, be more of a vegetable and fruit-like diet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's more the alkaline diet, not all this excess of different type of meats. You know, and matter of fact, before I elaborate, I'll let you keep on going.
Khan, verse 13.
There's certain vibrations, the beautiful vibrations that come with that, man.
Khan.
Eating that lifestyle. Go ahead.
Daniel 1 verse 13. Then let your countenance be looked upon before thee.
Right, your face.
Right.
You're gonna see a change in somebody's face
Exactly.
when they eating because for one, they're gonna lose weight, all right, and then their content is gonna be more brighter.
That's right.
Because a lot of this stuff that's inside them is impurities that's clogging up.
ingredients,
Yeah. So you know we never
Properties.
really. It said we're gonna eat our food amongst the Gentiles, but again, we doing this video to show you that it's a balance. You know, use the usage of herbs that God made. you know, go ahead and get you a smoothie, you know, balance out your diet because that's going to help with it. That's what the Lord made it for. Daniel was a man of the Lord. So a lot of these dudes want to say vegan and all that shit. Did Daniel say, let me do a vegan diet? No, he said he going to eat posts. Right. All right, that's a diet of the Lord. If anything, it should be called a Daniel's diet before or vegan or whatever the hell they want to call it. Dr. Sebi alkaline diet. Because it's Daniel diet, straight up.
Right.
And niggas come and try to, you know, take over and make new shit. Right. Meanwhile, the concept was already written before y'all niggas.
Yeah, Dr. Sebi, all these individuals, they all got that. Dr. Sebi, Queen of Fua, all these different individuals, they all got that from the scriptures, man. They all got that from Daniel, but they want to put their spin on it.
What's that light skinned dude name, man? He be spazzing, man.
Click the link down low and subscribe to my TikTok.
Nah, he be dressing up all crazy. You know? Well, Daniel was doing that before you, man.
Yep.
You got to give your credit to Yahweh Shib Yahushua because that came from Daniel.
Right. Yep.
Right?
Khan, verse 13. This is Daniel 1, verse 13. Then let your countenance be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat the portion of the king's meat.
Right. So you say, yo, look at these dudes that's eating all this nasty, this steak, all the highest, the caviar, the lobster,
calamari.
You know, because these are high quality things of the kings.
Calamari.
Calamari, the top price, filet mignon.
Escargot.
Right. Now, versus the brother eating the inexpensive things that's growing out the ground.
Filet mignon, all them bullshit.
Right, filet mignon, yes.
Now continuing.
Esau, you corny, nigga. You corny, bro. Because it's the simplicity always beats you every time. And that's why you be tight, because you go mad hard with the high quality shit, and then you outplay you, and you like, damn, what the fuck?
And the Lord said He's not the author of confusion. He keep it simple.
Right. Real simple.
Yeah.
So like, moving on. And as thou sayest, deal with thy servant. Verse 14. So he consented to them in this matter and prove them 10 days. Verse 15.
10 days. 10 days. 10 days.
I can't go 10 hours. Man.
10 days, bro. This shit is going to change your whole world watch. Yeah, 10 days. Hey, and you know why? See, it was accessible, but guess what? Daniel did it in the time of his captivity too. Because you got to know the food choices was bad around Daniel. So, you know, yeah, it's a battle because he had to put that off. Everybody around him eating the bullshit. You're like, damn. You know? So,
and Esau does that now. How does he do that now? Because brothers be in the ghettos, the slums, the hood, and what's all around you? Fast food.
We got to come all the way over here to go to a juice bar.
Yeah.
The juice bar is right around the corner when you parked over here. You won't find that in the neighborhoods of East New York, Brownsville.
Right.
Nah.
You won't find that. Every fast food you could think of is over there, though. You know what I'm saying? Checkers, King, Burger King, McDonald's, Popeyes, you know, like Denny's. We could keep going. All that shit is right there.
Yeah, they got that
the
shit
corner
stacked
stores.
up like, damn.
They all
if there's a
stacked up.
McDonald's, wow, Wendy's got to be there. Y'all niggas, y'all all... Nah, we want to give you the option of McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Checkers,
confuse you with bullshit.
Like, damn.
You know what I'm saying? Checkers, Wendy's, everything. And then if not that, then you got the corner stores. Like, bro, everything is right there next. Hero, everything is next to you. They're stacked up.
Juices.
Why? Because he play on your weakness. Like, you know what? After a while, I keep seeing, fuck it, I might as well. It's right here. I'm too tired to go over here.
Right.
But Daniel didn't get tired. He kept his faith in the Lord. Yo, I'm not doing that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He understood that's the Most High that's sustaining me, man. Remember, Satan tried to do that to Yahweh Shai. He's like, yo, turn these rocks into bread. He's like, no, man.
Right.
You know, we're going to live off of the word of the Lord.
That's right. That's
you know?
right.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Can I bring a quick precept real quick? Genesis 4:11, it says, and now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand, speaking on Cain and Abel, and that the same spirit that was in Cain is what's in these Edomites today, right? And Cain was cursed for what he did, right? Verse 12, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength, right? And this is why we got to come to segregated garden, right? Like you said, it should be right around the corner. It should be in your backyard, right? It should just be for everyone, but Esau has to, put it in a box somewhere for you to come see it.
This is real therapeutic. Us standing here in the grass, and then, it's real therapeutic, man. It's changing. It's giving your knees a rest, your calves a rest. This is by standing on the grass. You can't stand on the grass first of all, there ain't no real grass in the hood.
Exactly. Ain't no real grass in the hood.
Ain't no grass in the hood at all.
And there's a limit of how flourishing the earth should be,
Right.
because what Cain did, right? Because it says, when thou tillest the ground, it shall now henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
Right.
A fugitive and a vagabond thou shalt be on the earth, man. And the Most High made him a fugitive, and he's a vagabond.
That's right.
And that's why the earth right now, till this day, you see the food shortages, you see the massive dying of plants and trees, and ultimately the Lord is going to have to fertilize this place by way of thermonuclear missiles, man. You know, because that fire is a cleaning agent.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's it. Oh, you more? Yeah.
Verse 15. This Daniel 1 and 15. And at the end of the 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children which did eat the portion of the king's meat.
Right. So it said they face. Read that again, Salaki.
Verse 15. And at the end of the 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children which did eat.
So fairer means clearer. You know, they say the fairer skin. It means all the blemishes. You know, people want to take care of their beauty. A lot of you females don't even need to wear a lot how to makeup. You do, because you got to get the inside of you. You know, the outside. The outside. Y'all be concerned on the outside. How the outside, bro? The reason why the bumps is coming from is because it's coming from the inside.
Inside, outside.
It's projecting.
It's projecting what's going on inside of you.
That's exactly why they say, you know, you are what you eat, and that's true.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You are what you eat. That's
right.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever you eat, that's what's gonna come through your pores. That's what's gonna affect through your skin. That's gonna affect your mind state. You know, a lot of these foods affect, you know, your mind, how you think. You know what I'm saying? You always eating
depressed.
You know, you was eating certain type of, and we ain't telling brothers you can't eat meat. Put the disclaimer.
Yeah,
we just, you know what I'm saying? We're not saying that. You know what I'm saying?
We focusing on the herbs because we here in the herb garden, and we shedding more light on it because it's not really pushed as much as it should be. And we saying this is a balance. And they say, you know, you gotta eat like this for the rest of your life. You did it for 10 days. So sometimes, you know, you take that out, you take that 10 days or 3 days, whatever you could do, and you tap in. But there where you do a cleansing, and because then it's a balance, because then you gonna eat meat, you know?
Eat meat.
We gotta do the Passover, you gotta eat meat.
Right.
You know, and if you out with brothers, you know what I'm saying, you gonna eat a meal. Come on.
It's like a precept just to land back what you're saying. We got Sirach 37 and 30. It says, for excess of meats bringeth sickness.
Damn, check that out.
See? So we should be doing as far as ratio, we should be doing a larger portion of herbs, fruits, vegetables.
But they don't. Now in the hood, they give you a large portion of rice.
Yes.
With meat,
starch, meat.
Right.
You're not, and you're not supposed to eat like that. You know, your body should consume way more of the things that actually is better for you and good for you. But you can eat meat, but it shouldn't overlap the portion of vegetables, fruits, and herbs.
Should not.
Which, like you said, in our community, we eat fruits, herbs, and vegetables as if it's a snack.
Right.
We don't consume it as much, like as if it's 80% of our diet.
It should be, yeah.
It should be like that,
right?
You know. Slacking.
So like I say one thing too. I know that too. What Daniel proved was a righteous point. You know, he has proved a righteous point because at the same time, he was showing the others was against him, and I felt a lot of Jake following that way of eating. So he was to prove that point to show Jake too that hey, the fruit is the way to go. Because I saw Jake following the king, eating all that meat. Jake following, eating all that meat and all them stuff and all them cake and all that. The king, the king about the richest diet is the king diet, yo. That's a rich diet, yo. Cake and all kind of rich things and wine and juices and flesh. You know, and then they just come with the fruit.
It's a glutton diet.
Yeah, glutton, the king.
Because you always trying and taste that and taste that and taste that, you know.
Yep, and that was the people following. So all Daniel was show with the fruits, with the vegetable, you know, with the vegetable he had, and he just showed you 10 days the difference. You know, and he showed that point. That was a righteous point to show. You know.
So we got Sirach 37 and 30. It says, for excess of meats bringeth sickness. Right, so guess what? A lot of you individuals are getting sick and going through diabetes and cancers and heart problems. You know what I'm saying? And you talk about high cholesterols and your veins all clogged up because of the meats that you're eating, man. You know what I'm saying? It's excessive meats that you're eating. You know what I'm saying? So like the priest said, guess what? It's supposed to be a balance. It should be like 70 or 80% vegetation, and then you have your little meats here and there. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we're not telling you not, because you're gonna have a problem when the Passover coming. You gotta eat lamb.
Right.
But it says, and surfeiting, which pretty much means like excess of consumption, will turn into Kalia, which is CHOLER. And when I googled it, now you can Google it again just to back me up, just to make sure. When I googled it, it went to Kalia, which they put at CHOLERA, disease, right? And it says a bacterial disease causing severe diarrhea and dehydration, usually spread in water. It says Kalia is fatal if not treated right away.
Fatal if not treated right away.
How you spell it? CH?
In the scriptures, it says in scriptures it says CHOLER.
Yeah, it's called anger, irritability,
but at the same time,
cause anger, bad temper when present in excess, yellow bowel.
So then you wonder why, all our people, when I say people, I mean you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, okay, you Israelites scattered abroad, guess what? You wonder why we always in the uproar, always upset, because guess what? You just finished eating an animal that was in a rage. You know what I'm saying? If you eating like an animal, you're going to think like an animal, you know what I'm saying? These dudes constantly eat all these different type of beasts, and then they wonder why they acting all beastly.
And like,
you know what I'm saying?
Slaki, like you said, you're supposed to nurture that animal, groom it and grow it up a certain way, massage it a certain way. A lot of these animals is terrified as they go to the slaughter.
They die in fear.
They're living in darkness.
They're not even eating the grass and herbs themselves.
Nah, they're not chewing the cud. They eating corn. They hidden in the dark.
Getting hormones shot up in them.
All smushed up together. Living among on their feces. That's not cool. Now you put all that energy in you and you eat that, and you all roused up and depressed. Now you're gonna go smoke a damn blunt.
Right here, yellow bowel. Increased pressure on the abdomen.
See that?
From being overweight or obese. It may cause by certain, or it's going into other medicines that could cause it, but yellow bowel, remember, it come from excess eating, so it'll cause increased pressure on the abdomen, and then from being overweight or obese.
A lot of that mucus.
Yeah, that shit stay in you, man.
The yellow bowel, a lot of that also mucus too. Cause a lot of that mucus, man. That yellow discharge, a lot of things in your body, man. Because mucus is where all that disease come from. From a lot of those excess meats and things of that nature as well. But we just had to put that disclaimer in there also. You know what I'm saying? To show you that, excess of these meats causes that. Not saying that you can't eat it. Right now we dealing with these herbs, they're showing you the medicinal purposes, and now going with Daniel. See, Daniel just did a case study. You know what I'm saying? And he put it into effect, and look what just happened. Read that, brother, the last part.
This is Daniel.
Was that 14, 15?
15. 15. It's Daniel 15. 1-15. And at the end of the 10 days, their countenance prepared fairer and fatter in flesh, and all the children which did eat the portion of the king's meat. Verse 16. And Melzar took away the portion of their meat and the wine that they should drink, and give them pulse.
Yo, shit.
You see?
Yeah, let me take away man.
So
give me these vegetables.
That's what the king did.
That's what Melzar. I guess he was over the control over the meats and stuff.
So that was wise what he did.
Yeah. But then you had to step up and challenge that.
Then was like, what? I don't care about the king.
What? This shit fucking bad, bro.
That shows you the vibration of the Lord in Israel. Like when we do something and in righteousness, guess what? It also made them rethink what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? That always happened in the scriptures dealing with like kings and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Lord always make them reconsider.
The Hebrew diet. There you go. Hebrew Israelite diet.
Yeah, but it's all about paleo diet. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hebrew diet.
Daniel chose the meat of the earth to eat. He chose the meat of the earth. Like the book St. John says, the meat of the earth.
That's why he did. He says, he that is wise will not abhor them.
And
that's what Daniel did.
Start walking.
All right. We're going to head that way.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go up that way.
So, you can cut it off, like I said.
All right then, Shalom.
Had a great day here.
Had
a beautiful day. Do the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, the Most High allowing us, access to even come over here and appreciate, You know, all his flowers and herbs and plants and trees. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a lot of edification within that. You know, dealing with husbandry. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with herbs. Also looking at the symbolisms between that and Israel. Yahweh Shai, you know, dealing with the vines. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of beautiful aspects and concepts. And, hey, y'all brothers too, you know, if y'all seen certain things that we didn't tap into, hey, do a land back video. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully that'll inspire y'all to get out there more. Right. You know, because again, you know, the scriptures tell you that, you know, oh, right there on the tip of my tongue. Pretty much, you know, like the earth is for us, like.
The Lord make the earth for our sake.
For our sake, the water.
Second Israelites.
Right, so you know, while you here, hey, travel, you know what I'm saying? As much traveling you can experience, that's in that apocrypha, you know what I'm saying? Right. So come out here, actually be one with nature. Right. You know, reflect on the Lord, and just go from there, man.
It's a lot we did. There's more to it. The park's so big. Yeah. It's getting hot out here. You know, but the main thing we was coming into was looking at the virtues of plants and stuff. But I got a quick scripture. It was 1 Corinthians 3:6 that says, I have planted and Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. So, you know, all things that's planted and all things that's watered doesn't always grow. And that's spiritually what we doing this work. We're planting seeds by spreading the word. All right. Real quick in Luke 8:11, it says that now the parable is the seed is the word of God. So every time we put forth the word of God and doing videos like this, we're planting. All right. And then you will point the brother that who's learning to the apostles' video, and then they getting watered. You know, continuous waters. You know, because they got continuous videos. But then it's up to the Lord that's going to really increase them, because you got brothers that fell out the truth. You know. And they got the breakdowns and stuff, you know. Unfortunately, that you know, the Most High rid them out of the garden, you know. But it's all up to the Lord who's going to give the increase, and if He going, you know, uproot that thing out the garden, man. So, you know, that was
God. Now you continue saying what you're gonna say.
No, that was it. Yep.
Just to you know, finish off the scripture unless brothers got something else. Got Isaiah 40, and I'm gonna get to the point. Verse 8. You know, I'm gonna start verse 7. It says, the grass withereth, the flower fadeth, because the Spirit of the Lord bloweth upon it. Surely the people is grass. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Just let you know that the earth, you know, dealing with the people is the Most High's garden. Right. You know what I'm saying? We all a part of the Most High garden, man. You know what I'm saying? But verse 8, and that's something that happens just in nature. You know, actual grass, guess what? After a while it withereth. Guess what? Whoever the Most High feels not to be fruitful in His truth, guess what? He's going to blow it away. But verse 8, it says, grass withereth, the flowers fadeth, but the word of our power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, shall stand forever. See, so even when dealing with agriculture and things of that nature, guess what? What trumps all of that? The word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Right. There's the word that even causes this grass to grow, that causes this tree to grow. Okay, it's the word that even put the Spirit on us to even be able to come out here. You know, the scriptures tell you that what the Most High directed our steps. We can't do anything without the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what causes these trees to grow. You know, for brothers to bring in fruit for repentance. You know, for brothers to even be in this ministry is because the Most High decided to unlock some. Hey, what the scriptures say that damn, he said He known us within the womb. Like the faith was within
Jeremiah.
The womb. Jeremiah.
Formed thee, I knew thee in the womb.
I knew thee in the womb, the water, brother. You know what I'm saying? So that was that word that attached the brothers while they was in the womb. You know, brothers were destined to do what they do. Now, Lord willing, we be part of the elect. You know what I'm saying? We know we was called, Lord willing, we be of the chosen. But no matter what, that word is what allows everything to flourish, man. So even within looking at all this, you guys say to yourself, you know, how much more important are you besides just the actual regular plants that you see? How much more important are you in this ministry? You know what I'm saying? Pushing the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Right. You know? That's it on that. Let's got something else to say.
That was it.
Thanks, Rob. You good?
Gone.
All right. Gone. I'll hold it. You held it the first time, so I'll hold it this time. No. You brothers got it, man.
All right, then.
Shalom. Hey, shalom. Another beautiful day. Brothers, disclose the information of the Most High, showing you also that, you know, it's not the world, then the Bible is in the world. It's the Bible and the world is in the Bible. You know, so everything you see and you can make contact with, it's in the Bible. The scriptures talk about it. Hey, with that being said, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopefully elect, by Yahweh, the house of David, and to the confusion that faces scattered across the four corners of the globe. Shalom to the priest and elder shepherd, Shalom Mayam.
Khan, Shalom, love you, brother. Shalom Mayam, love you, brother. Khan.
Love you, brother. With that being said,
Kum Yashala, Kum Yashala, Kum Yashala. Shalom. Khan.